Well, what is going on? Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick, and you know it. We are in the outdoors. Having a competition today, clay versus clay. Something I do once in a while is kind of have a friendly competition against myself to make things, how should I say it, more, not competitive, more enjoyable. Make me work harder, make me fish harder, probably make me fish harder, make me like go to the extremes, go as hard as I can, fish super hard, just super enjoyable for myself. So today, my top 5 biggest walleye in inches is the goal. We got 8 hours. It is 1:30, actually it's 12:30, it's almost 12:30, and we're gonna end at 9:30. So we're gonna fish right till prime time, baby. We're gonna do everything today. We're gonna pitch jigs. We're going to put some slip bobbers out there. We're gonna do some Ned rig probably, some swim baits, some soft plastics, anything it takes. Shoreline probably is going to be the goal today though, and shallow. Wind-blown shoreline for the most part. It will be the target, anything where the wind's blowing up, we're going to go hard. I'm so excited. I don't know why I get so excited to fish by myself like this, but I do. So let's do it. Start with a Ned rig. Who does that? Who waits? 2 minutes yet. 2 minutes. You know what? I am going to take advantage of this, so I'm going to move a little bit. Not quite where I want to be. Close, but not quite. I got fish deeper. I've seen some shallow on the 360, but there's a fish right by the Terrova fish there. There's 2 fish that just came in there, but I'm gonna slide over just a little bit more on this point and talon down. 1 minute till liftoff. 1 minute till liftoff. New 15-foot talon is a beauty. I can talon right now, 13 feet of water, and hold. I just love it. Where do I got fish? I got fish front left. I got some on the left here. I'm expecting to see them kind of all over the place here. Ned rig is what we're starting with. So this is just like a soft swim bait, and I'll bounce it out. It'll sit up, pop it, sit up, pop it, sit up. Rinse, repeat over and over. There's fish right off the nose of the boat. I might today jump to the nose a few times. I should get my net ready here. Clayton, you're so excited. So excited. Oh, 1:30. Here we go. Front left, first fish right here. So I'm basically casting almost ashore in about 2 feet of water. There's probably a weed line there. I'm going to cast just on the inside of the weed line. I'll pop it and just let it sit. Sometimes I'll pick it up right when it's sitting. Pop it, let it sit. Today's going to be a good day to do my slip bobber, where I kind of cast it in shallow and then work it out slow with a slip bobber. My own little fun technique that I don't know if I created it or whatever, but never really seen a lot of people do it. But we'll start with this. I could very well go to a jig and a leech here pretty quick as well yet. Pop, 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 pop. I'm working it all the way to the boat, not just shallow, because I am seeing some fish below me as well. If I don't catch a fish like the first 4 or 5 casts of the Ned rig, I'll go to a jig and a leech. A guy could need some bait right now. It's hard to say for sure. Although I feel, oh, I just missed one. Although I feel like I will catch probably some of the biggest ones with artificials. The water's mudded up a bit, so I don't want to make too big of pops where they're going to lose track of it. If the water's clear, I'll make some bigger, more aggressive sweeps. But if they're tracking it in stained water and you pop it too hard, you could pull it right out of their wheelhouse. Oh, got him. First fish. Doesn't feel bad either. Does not feel bad. He hit it way in tight. Well, we're gonna be measuring this first fish no matter what. I'm gonna basically tell myself that unless the fish is 18, 19 inches, I won't even measure it, because I'm pretty confident I'll catch at least 5 18 inchers. Almost botched that net job. Okay. Well, he hammered the artificial. Not take long. What I'll do too is at the end of the video, I'm gonna wait till the end of the video, and I will talk about every lure that I caught fish on today. First one though, we'll give him a quick measure. 19 and a half. 19 and a half for the first one. See ya, buddy. No reason not to catch at least 5 of those today. At least. I don't know why, but doing little competitions like this for yourself is just, it adds something, right? I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it's like, just gives you to push for something. It's like golf. When you go out golfing, you're always, you know, striving to shoot like your lowest score. You don't always have to do that. You can go out and just practice or whatever, but sometimes it's good to go out and be like, okay, today I'm gonna focus on shooting the best round of my life, or I'm gonna try as hard as I can and stay super focused, right? Having some focus in your life is a good thing. And for me, fishing for a living, I have to find ways to stay focused sometimes. You can drag the Ned rig too, like just let it drag slowly through the bottom, and then pause it and then reel it slow. Just drag it. To tell the difference between like a fish strike or like the bottom or a weed or whatever, bottom or a weed is gonna feel a little more slow in terms of the way your rod pulls or the bend. A bite, for the most part, especially when you have a super sensitive rod, will like be a sharper tick. Not to say they can't just like pick it up and start swimming with it really soft too, but most of the time, especially with like a bait like this, you're gonna feel that pick up, that little sharp, just a sharp little peck. And that's especially if you have like a tight line. If your line has some slack in it, you won't feel it as much. I wish I could fish 2 lines. I wish I could fish a bobber, and I wish I could fish an active bait at the same time. There we go. There we go. Felt like a little sharp pickup. Again, a little bit nicer. Like I said, I think I'm gonna weed through some of the fish. If I throw a jig and a leech, I think I'm gonna end up catching more smaller fish. If I throw plastics, I'm gonna catch some bigger ones. This is a nice one. This is bigger than the first one. This is bigger than the first one. Generally, that's gonna happen a lot. If you throw some type of artificial or soft plastics, you're probably gonna end up catching the bigger fish, where the smaller fish are gonna pick up that leech like instantly. This is a nice fish. This is a nice fish. Nice fish. Nice fish. There we go. That's a good one. Look at that. Jig popped out too as soon as I got him in the net. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Awesome. Look at that specimen right there. That's bigger than our first one. We'll get him on the board quick. 23 3/4 is the most I can get out of that one. 23 3/4. Guess I should start my phone with my notes. 19.5, 23 3/4. 23 3/4 is a great fish. I'll try to show my graphs as much as I can, but in this wind it can make it really tough to show the graphs because water's splashing on them constantly. I think I even have some water on the lens here. I gotta clean off too. Tell you what, wind and walleye fishing go hand in hand. Walleye stack up, they don't sense you as much. Glass calm can be super hard to slam walleye sometimes. Not to say you're not going to, but a little bit of wind is the ultimate. Right there. Right, that one was pretty close below the boat. I'm not bringing it in halfway and stopping. I'm coming all the way to the boat with it because I am marking some fish below me as well. This one, am I gonna measure this one? I really shouldn't. I shouldn't. Although I can't quite flip them. Can't quite flip them. Can't quite flip them. We'll measure them just because. 18. Just hits 18. Okay, I'll throw them on my list because my phone's out. Oh, Clayton. Just realized my head camera is running for 18 minutes, but I'm not wearing it. Clayton, you're a donkey. Clayton, you're a donkey. Head camera may look lame, but to me it captures some of the best angles out there because it's pointed always where you're looking. I'm going to come back to this bait in a little bit, but right now I'm going to toss out a slip bobber with a jig and a leech and retie a fluorocarbon leader on that other rod I was just using. But I might as well, while I'm retying, I might as well at least have the bobber out, right? And like I said, a half hour, I've got rods everywhere. One out there, 2 out here. By the end of the day, there will be rods everywhere. This has been my leader material of choice right now. 8-pound Suffolk Advanced fluorocarbon. It's been really good. Well, let's try moving over a bit. This spot's kind of gone dead on me a bit here. So I'm just gonna move down the shoreline a little bit, anchor up for a bit, toss some more. And if I don't catch anything, I'll go somewhere else. The wind's kind of just started to slowly die down a little bit here. Just gonna throw a few casts out here as I'm drifting. And then right away I'm gonna tail him down. Oh wow, that fish was way up there. Wow. way up there, like way up there. If this is a walleye, it's big. I think this is a pike. If this is a walleye though, it's a good one. Ooh, if this is a walleye, it's big. That fish was way up there, like way tight, right next to the rocks. Come on, be a walleye. If it's a walleye, it's big. It's kind of fighting like one. It really is. It really is. Or is it a carp? Could be a carp too, I guess. I don't know. If it's a walleye, it's big. It ate it like as soon as I cast it out there. It's crazy. Be a walleye. Be a walleye. Don't be a carp. Oh, it's a big carp. Can you imagine slamming carps on the Ned rig? That would be insane. It ate it right off the bottom though. Wow. Maybe I'll get on to something completely different here. Big carp on Ned rigs. How cool would that be? I don't think I can fit that thing in the net. That's a tank carp. Tank carp. I'm gonna see if I can net him. See if I wreck my walleye net. Oh. I wish that thing would have been a walleye. Wow, that thing was way up there. It pounded that bait though. It's not snagged, it's easy. Accidental carp catch. It definitely is fighting harder now than it was to start with. It's hooked right in the top of the mouth though. It's eating into my walleye time. That's a fat carp. Come on. Oh, I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it. That's a big carp. Should have brought a bigger net. I can't even get him in the net. Holy cow. I hardly got him in the net. That's a beast. Holy cow. Oh boy. Oh wow. This thing is big. I can't even lift him with this net. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, that's a heavy fish. That's a heavy carp. Look at that thing. That's a giant carp. That is awesome. Wow. Hammered the Ned rig. Okay, but it's not going to be the most graceful release here. Oh, I might get you. Yeah, I get you. Okay. Wow. How awesome was that? Ned rig, baby. I need a bigger net for something like that. I hope this isn't going to be a thing. So I cut the line off because it was easier to deal with than the net. But look at that. Not straightened at all. That's pretty solid jig. Of course I got a light line or whatever, right? It's 8-pound fluorocarbon, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it, so it's hard to straighten it. But that fish had a lot of strength, and he didn't do any damage to that hook at all. Now where's my swim bait? Can I title this video now, I caught a surprise monster fish? Can I do that? Like for the whole clickbait thing? Is that allowed? I caught this surprise monster fish. Unbelievable. Rare monster of the sea. No, it's a common carp. It's what it is. It's a common carp. Not rare, not a monster. Well, it was big, but it wasn't like the biggest of the biggest carps out there, that's for sure. Anything for the clicks, baby. Anything for the clicks. We're already 1 hour in. 1 hour in, I've got 3 registered fish, so not a crazy start, but it's something. It's funny how fast time goes when you're doing something like this. Like that first hour went by so fast. Although I did spend about 10 minutes with a carp too. Okay, let's bring out the side imaging for a bit. Let's go down the shoreline. Let's see if we can find some more fish. Okay, just moving around here a little bit. Moving around, pitching some jigs or pitching some Ned rigs. Oh, I got bumped as soon as I got out there. Nice. Nice, little guy though, little guy. We finally found a fish again. It's been a little bit. Hour and a half into the competition. competition. I'm against myself. It's not really competition. Actually, you know the best thing about clay versus clay is? Clay will win. See you, buddy. Nice, nice. This one feels a little bit better. This one feels a little bit better. This one was quite a ways up there. Where is it? Maybe it's not better. It started off better. No, just way up there. Nothing wrong with that fish, but not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. He hammered that bait though. Like, gone. See, little buddy? I'm not measuring those because we're going, they got to be at least 18 inches right now to measure them, but I'm just going to keep working this wind-blown point right here. Just throwing it up as far as I can, basically letting it sink and then just kind of shaking it all the way back. Just shake, 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 let it sit. Shake, 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 let it sit, and then your line will tighten up and they'll thump it. That's you just reel down to it and slam them. Nice. Nice. 3 fish and 3 casts out here, so we're on to something. Some fish stacking up here. Nothing, not the size we're looking for though, compared to where we were before. But we'll give it a little bit and see what else comes through here. This is a giant little flat here that's kind of leading up towards a wind-blown point, so they could literally be lots of different age classes, caliper of fish in this little spot. That one was way out there. Nice. They're loaded in here. Loaded. 4 fish on 4 casts. Awesome. Nice. Tailing down. It's just drifting in a bit there. Feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better. Oh yeah. Oh, a pike maybe? It's gotta be a pike. It's gotta be a pike. If this is a walleye, it's big. But I think it's a pike. Yeah. It's just swimming in circles. Or did a pike grab my walleye? That's possible too, right? Yeah, pike. Pike. Pike, 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 pike. Not a bad pike. Well, we've caught everything today. We haven't caught this fish yet, but caught a big carp. Caught walleye. This is a decent pike. It's a good chance he breaks me off. We're gonna have to retie after this no matter what. Come on, buddy. Come on. We might not have to retie. We got him right in the side of the head. Or side of the mouth, I should say. Line's not wrapped around him at all. Easy, easy. You don't want to grab that line because it'll just break us off. Easy. Easy. Okay, there we go. Okay, hook's out. Not a bad fish at all. We've caught a big carp, a nice pike, a couple decent walleye. Quite the day though. Quite, okay, see ya. I love pike fishing, just not when I'm walleye fishing. It's kind of funny. It's like nothing wrong with an accidental pike, but I'm not targeting pike. I'm focused on the walleye right now, the walleye. I'll tell you what, this little plastic holds up pretty good. Like really good. All the fish I've caught with it, including a pike. Well, let's try one more way up shallow here and then try somewhere else. There's lots of fish here, just nothing for size for walleye. Not to say something couldn't move in here eventually, but I think I got lots of time. I should be looking around a little bit too right now. Top 5, we only got 3 fish registered. 19 and a half, 23 and 3/4, and 18. So some quick math that will give me bang. No, in all seriousness, it's a quarter, carry a 1, so 20, 43 plus 18, 61. 61 and a quarter. Is that right math, Clayton? I think so. Now that I did it so quick, now I gotta really think about it, right? So So that's not a good total right now. That would have been my check-in if I was doing a J versus Clay. I'd have 61 1/4. So the only good thing about something like that is maybe he thinks it'd be 2 fish, 30 and a 31 1/4. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I love fishing. Oh, life jacket. Life jacket. Clayton life jacket. I haven't been fishing with it, but on plane I want to wear my life jacket. Nice. Okay, right off the side. Jigging a leech. Jigging a leech. Feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better. We might measure this one. We might measure him and put him on the board maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. This guy's, actually we're gonna measure him because he might be going in the live well. He might be the supper. Yeah, he's 17 1/4. 17 1/4 going in the live well. I guess I didn't show him off to the camera, but our registered fish for is 17 1/4. Bobber down. Bobber down. Nice. Nice. Feels decent. Feels decent. If you want to catch a fish, just have a sandwich. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. It's probably one for the live well, and we'll probably measure him for our 5th one anyway. I kind of hope he's under 18 so I can keep him, but it is what it is. 16 3/4. 16 3/4 to round out our top 5. So we have lots of upgrading to do, but I do have 2 fish in live well now. It's not good that all of our fish in order from 1 to 5 have all gotten smaller. We need to turn this around. But there's lots of time. Keep doing it, lots of time. We do at least have 5 fish registered. I would love to do 4 upgrades yet though. That's the crazy part. I'd love to do 4 upgrades yet. But I literally still have half of my day left. We could go like on a hot streak again any moment. We just gotta stay positive, keep grinding. Plus, I still got prime time hours coming up. Nice, nice. This one feels decent. This one feels decent. This one feels good. This one feels good. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe an upgrade. Maybe not. Maybe a small little upgrade. It probably would feel good to upgrade 1 fish, I'm sure. I got a 16 3/4 to get rid of, so feel good to upgrade a little bit. I'm hoping it's 17 1/2 and it'll go in the live well so I can eat them. That's exactly what he is, 17 1/2, so a small upgrade and in the live well to eat them. I'm gonna stay with this Ned rig for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to a jig with a leech and a bobber here right away, I think. But I'm gonna cast the bobber around a little bit too, into the shallows, pull it out, let it sit a bit, and we're gonna power fish it. Nice. Stacked up in here right now. This one feels a little bit better. I don't know if it's an upgrade or not, but it feels a little bit better. They're in shallow again. In shallow again right now. Well, maybe a small upgrade. Maybe. 17 3/4. 1/2 inch upgrade. One thing nice about catching them on soft plastics is you don't gotta mess around with bait. You're quicker in the water. It's very enjoyable. I'm gonna catch 1 more fish and I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna go try picking apart some shoreline with the trolling motor and the Ned rig, because I feel like that's probably one of my best chances to catch a bigger one right now, is just covering water with a soft plastic. So we're going to catch 1 more here, and unless it's like a 20+ incher, we're going to try, like I said, moving along shoreline with the trolling motor, slowly just covering some water. If I catch fish, I'll spot lock for a bit in that spot. Right now it's all about working for my fish. Working, we be working. I was working 9 to 5. Right there, right there. Yep, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Oh, I lost him though. I lost him. I don't think he was big enough, but this is gonna work. Just gotta tough it out. pound it out here. Nice. In shallow. Nice. This is a walleye. It's a good one. This is a walleye. It's a good one. Spot lock. That was in tight. Please be a walleye. Please be a walleye. If it is, it's a good one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Come on. That was in tight too. In tight. Come on, baby. It's not giant, but it's definitely a good upgrade. It's definitely a good upgrade. Thing was in super tight. Easy. Game plan's working. Game plan worked. Yes. That little switch for a game plan was a good idea. Good idea, Clayton. Awesome. Okay, let's measure it first and then show it off. Be a nice upgrade. Nice upgrade. 23 and a half. 23 and a half incher. We're spot locked here, so maybe there's some more up there, but that's an awesome upgrade right now. Yes. Yes. Well, I have an hour and 7 minutes left. I think I'm going to anchor out in, or talon down, I should say, in a confidence spot for this last hour and fish a little bit of a bobber, jigs and leeches, still the Ned rig a little bit. We'll see if prime time can come in good for me here yet. I'm gonna work behind the boat, over here, this side, below, in front, everywhere. I kind of set myself up in the middle of the action, where I think the action should be. Well, I kind of lied. I moved. I have half an hour left. I had nothing go on in that spot at all in a half hour. Wind change, things definitely changed throughout the day. I kind of wish I would have started my day earlier today, maybe the morning, because the afternoon has not been, it's not been great. I had a good first like hour and a half type of thing, and it slowed down a lot from there. So anyways, got the bobber out. We are going to bobber fish here a little bit, maybe do some other stuff as well, but I'm going to talk about the lures that I used today, just because I said I would, obviously, and now's a good time with the bobber being out there floating around, waiting to get bit, and it just got bit. It just got bit. It just got bit. It just got bit. It did not take long at all. Nice. Nice. I don't think it's very big, but it's a fish. That's a good sign anyway, considering I had nothing going on in the last spot I was. So maybe the bobber will produce for me. Ooh, this could be an upgrade, you know, because I think I have one fish that's 8 or 17 and 3/4. This could be an upgrade, actually. Yeah, I should have netted that thing. I forgot that I had fish to upgrade. Like here I'm thinking all my fish are like over 20 inches, but I have one at 17 3/4, and this one should be that. So let's measure it quick, see if we get a small upgrade. Yeah, we're getting an upgrade for sure. We got to 18 and a half. Okay, buddy. So we got a small upgrade on that one. 18 and a half, which is nice. Something. Got a half hour yet. We could still pull some magic here yet. Okay, we'll go through some tackle. The lure that caught the most fish, or as far as, yeah, probably the most fish and like the biggest fish too, is this Ned Minnow by Savage Gear Ned rig. So it sits like this and then pop, 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 and then it'll sit straight up and down. This wasn't the color of choice though today. I think I have another one here kicking around. I'll grab this package too. This was the color of choice though. This green. This is what did it today. But this is the Ned Minnow. And then you put on the Savage Ned Head. It's called right there. I was using a 1/8 ounce today. Pretty much all day caught me, like I said, the biggest fish of the day and probably the most fish too, because it is what I use the most. I'm sure if I would use a jig and a leech all day, I would have caught a pile with that, but that was the main one for sure. And then I also used a little bit, a jig and a leech, and this is a 1/8 ounce Kailin's Google Eye jig right there. It's a Rattlin jig. And then the third thing I used was the bobber, which is actually out there right now. And the bobber was set up with another Kailin Googly jig, black and orange on that one. So I never really switched around a lot, and I had a lot of confidence with that Ned Minnow. So I think if the bite was a little bit stronger, I think I probably would have done even better with it. I think a mistake I made today was maybe not trying a little bit of deeper stuff. With this wind change and stronger winds, it pushed some of the colder water into the shallows, and the sun not being out as much either never warmed up the shallows. I should have slid off from like 8 to 12 feet, somewhere in there a little bit today too. So I did definitely make a mistake on that end, but that's a learning curve right there. I was focused on a shallow bite, and my biggest fish did come off in the shallow water. So, well, hindsight's always 20/20. Bobber down. Just putting some rods away. My bobber just went down. Oh, back up. Come on, go back down again. Oh, it went back down again. He's definitely got it right now. Come on, be a 29-inch slob. Oh. Feels good. Still 12 minutes to spare. Feels nice, actually. Feels really good. Where are you, buddy? Oh, come on. I think we're upgrading. Just gotta get to he wants to go below the boat. I need to grab my net. And then pull him up. That's like, oh yeah, we're upgrading. Yes! Upgrade, baby! With 12 minutes to spare, never quit. Yes! Oh, wow. This could be the biggest of the day, actually. We'll get him measured, and we're knocking down an 18-incher. Awesome. I was just putting rods away. Perfect. Biggest of the day. 24 and a quarter. 24 and a quarter. Awesome. Okay. That's a really good upgrade. 6-inch upgrade. That's giant. Like, the fish isn't giant, but wow. Oh, still got 11 minutes. Not quitting yet. Get one more like that. That would be amazing. Like, oh, unreal. That was awesome. Well, the move paid off. So good. We've worked hard. Not gonna lie. We've worked hard. What's my total? You guys will know my total because I put it on the screen, but I don't know my total right now. Quite the day of fishing, really. Big carp, decent pike, some nice walleye. Not gonna complain with a day like that at all. Ooh, fish on the left, back left. My head camera died on the way over here, and I never did change the battery. I have failed miserably with the head camera today, at the start and at the end. Some of my biggest fish of the day weren't on the head camera, which is one of the coolest shots of the fish being netted. I apologize. I remember too, I looked over at a battery I had sitting there, and I knew instantly, I remember my head camera beeping on the way over here. Donkey, I'm a donkey. Well, that will wrap up the day. This is the third item I was using here. This is a 1/8 ounce Kailin's Googly Rattlin jig with a Thill bobber here. These are probably the best bobbers out there. They got that brass insert. Can you see it? They got a brass insert there. These bobbers are awesome. Highly recommend them for sure. Thill bobbers. They're the Pro series, I believe they're called. So yeah, not a crazy video, although it's probably gonna seem pretty crazy because I'm gonna condense these 8 hours into like whatever, half hour type of thing, maybe 40 minutes. We caught some nice fish, nothing overly huge for walleye. We got a big carp, a decent pike. It was all in all a great day. I'm tired though, but I'm glad I did this where I went out and set like a goal for myself for the day, or a little mini competition or stuff like that, something to push towards, right? So I didn't get super technical in this video in terms of talking about technique or anything like that, what I'm doing, but obviously I'm gonna mix things up with videos throughout the year. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, get outside.